I'm going to start off this video showing you a train in a tunnel going out. You can see it's a 3-car driverless train, and you can see down here the tracks all illuminated up, and it comes up to the end here. This is the terminal station of the KLIA AEROTRAIN, which I want to bring you today. I want to talk about this today because I made a short on it and people absolutely went, give me loads of feedback, asked me loads of info, said it's loads of cool. And it was shut for a few years, it's just reopened. So I've got an hour or two to kill at KLIA, Kuala Lumpur International Airport. I've got an hour or two to kill, so I thought I'd come and make you a quick video on this very short train, and it is very short. It goes 1.2 kilometers in that direction to the main terminal building. So it's basically bringing passengers from the main terminal building down to this smaller terminal. A 2.5-minute journey, and at each end it splits into these two stations, and they have what is called the Spanish solution. So when it pulls in, the doors on the right open, everyone gets out, then they open the doors on the left and everyone gets in. And apparently that is called the Spanish solution. I have no idea why whatsoever. So if you know why, throw me down in the description, please. I would be quite interested to know, but apparently in Spain, they must do it this way and the name has stuck. Anyway, we can see this is quite almost out of a science fiction movie, this long glass tunnel with these illuminated rails. And I should also mention this terminal building, in fact, I just break off because a train is coming in now. I should also say there's two of these trains and they're pretty rapid. They have a line each, one going up either side, and at the end, they split out a few meters into their own terminus station platform. But what I was just about to say is this building has this really huge atrium right opposite the end, and that is really cool. This satellite terminal building, again with this really uncool name, it is actually pretty cool. It's been designed really nicely and really well. So as another train arrives, I just want to tell you a little bit of information about this system. It opened in 1998, 27 years ago. It's had a lot of problems over the years, and they've had to put a lot of replacement bus services on because it's been out of service, it's broke down. But anyway, it shut in August 2023 for quite a long time, for 2 years. They renewed the trains, they renewed everything, tried to get to the bottom of the problems, and it reopened on the 1st of July this year. I'm making this video mid-September, so it's only been back open 2.5 months with new trains, and it has already had some faults since it's reopened, and they've had to do a lot of overnight maintenance. Anyway, now the doors are shutting, the train is about to go out, so let's watch that go out. Not a lot I can tell you else about them. The old train was smaller, more cramped. These ones are much nicer, more beautiful. They've got 3 cars on each train. They carry 90 passengers each. So that's 270 odd passengers in total each train can carry in one trip. And it's making them every 5 or 6 minutes here today. They're coming in and out constantly while I'm making this video. And you can see this one just went out. And now this one is filling up with people getting ready to go on it. Trains do a maximum speed of about 56 kilometers an hour, and the journey takes around 2.5 minutes. It's pretty quick, and it comes winding out. I'm going to show you that next going on the train. It comes winding out. It goes under a taxiway, it goes past the depot, a few turns, and into here. So we've got the terminus station scene. If I zoom in, you can see there's a train in there. But if we zoom out, and if I just take you right across here, you can see we've got an atrium outside here. The terminus is a big steel cylindrical building with a round cylindrical center, and it's full of plants, it's full of trees and shrubs and a lot of rocks. So it's been designed to mimic jungle life, the Malaysian jungle style, and a bit of greenery, a bit of environmental stuff, bang in the middle of a very clinical terminal building, as all airports are. But you can't actually go out into it. Anyway, back to this, and you can see the train has already gone. They turn around and go in and out so fast. So it's time to go back down to ground level. I've shown you the train from above. I've introduced you. Now I'm going to travel up to the main terminal building, and then I'm going to travel back. And we're actually going to kind of do this in reverse. But I wanted to start at this end because it's much more interesting and you can see a lot more. You can kind of get above and you can see the stations, get a better view. So now I'm going to go around, I'm going to get the train, I'm going to take you over the 2.5 minute journey over to the main terminal building. So let's crack into this. And you can see here what I showed you. It's a cylindrical terminal building with these 4 extensions where the planes dock onto. Gate C1 to gate C37. And you can see all the planes leaving and it's 1:20 in the afternoon. And down here, actually, we can see all the concessions and the cafes, the shopping. The Jungle Boardwalk is here, you are here, and we can see the train and how the two station platforms merge together. So just before we board the train, just mention for the record, the main terminal has gates A, B, G and H, and this takes you across to them. You can also see it on the end of the station here. So it's time to go over to the main terminal building.
Aerotrain kebangunan terminal utama akan tiba sebentar lagi. The aerotrain to the main terminal building will arrive shortly. Perhatian, kita akan melepas sebaran ketibangan dari pintu A, B, G, H. Untuk keselamatan, sila pegang cuci tangan sebelum keluar. Selamat datang ke Malaysia. Attention, we are departing to the arrival hall, gates A, B, G, H. For your safety, please hold the handrails before exiting.
So now with the main terminal building, the actual starting point of this train, although we're doing a little bit in reverse, and I'm just on the exit side of one of the stations here, but I want to take you to the end because we can have a look at the tracks and we can see the train. And if I zoom in, let's wait a minute for a train to turn up. And here we can see the train coming out that tunnel. So you can see in the distance, if I can point my finger, you can see the tracks coming down. They sharply dive down to go under the taxiway. And then they really climb up, and you can see how steep this is. That train is doing a lot of heavy lifting to pull itself up here. And now it is coming in to the terminus station.
Aerotrain kebangunan satelit akan tiba sebentar lagi. The aerotrain to the satellite building will arrive shortly.
And now we can see the doors open and everyone comes swarming off the train. And then once everyone is off, which happens very quickly, the doors on the other side open and everyone comes swarming onto the train from the other side. So I need to go to the other station on the other side there through all those reflections, get on the train and show you the return journey. So also where you find this train, when you've checked in, you go through check-in, your bag drop, you go through immigration, you head for gate A. And as soon as you start heading for gate A, you will see the two train stations on your right. And from the end here, we can get a great view. We can see the train has come straight out of the satellite building. It's turned a right and now it is heading down under the taxiway, and you can see the other train is just passing it now. Unfortunately with iPhone, my zoom is not that good because we're talking nearly a kilometre away, and right in queue there's a plane goes right across the taxiway. Now the train is disappearing underneath the taxiway and the other one is just hanging a left. And if we wait a minute, we're going to see this coming up the hill and coming into sight. And here it is now. That is a really steep incline it comes up. It's quite a cool, modern, purple-looking train as well, and is rammed full of people. Look at the amount of people on that. The satellite terminus is really busy and everyone needs to come over here. So the train is absolutely packed.
Aerotrain kebangunan satelit akan tiba sebentar lagi. The aerotrain to the satellite building will arrive shortly. Untuk keselamatan, sila pegang cuci tangan sebelum keluar. Selamat datang. Attention, we are departing to the gate C. On the exit, please hold the handrail. Have a pleasant journey.
So I'm back where I started from, but I really wanted to start at this end and then take the ride up to the main terminal building and then come back down here to finish. So you kind of get both ways, you see what's going on. But I'm done. Anyway, short video. I hope you enjoyed seeing this. Like I said, a lot of people threw me feedback when I made a short just showing this train. A lot of people surprised to see it in service, see new trains. So I wanted to bring you it, show you what was going on here. So I'm done with this video anyway. If you like this video, if it's useful for you, please hit me a like. I much appreciate that. And for lots more content, kind of like this quirky, offbeat stuff across Southeast Asia, please hit me a sub. But for now, I need to go and catch my flight. I'll see you next time.